Hello. just as I just as I say hello, my voice does a weird flippity doo. Okay, hello. Welcome to Emerald Lake. It's me, Raven. Hi. I think I will have to try the raspberry tea. I don't know when I will find it, but I appreciate the suggestion. Hi, Dawn. I missed you too. I missed everybody. It's good to see everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, so today we are reading more of our W.P. Kinsella stories. Hopefully, I'm thinking it will time out to be that I finish the Moccasin Telegraph collection. So I'm excited to keep reading those. Every time I read more stories, I'm only want to read more further because I really like W.P. Kinsella. I wish more people would know and appreciate him. Lots of tea and fluids to drink today because I woke up with a weirdly dry throat. Unfortunate, but I'm here. So, sorry if my voice is going through weird moments today. It should be fun. But okay. Korean honey lemon tea. Man, I have chai and I have mint. This is what I keep on hand. I have the two feelings, and that's it. Caffeinated and not. That's about it. Okay. I will consider collecting more teas. I should. After the last stream, I didn't do any more practice on the kalimba, and then as I'm prepping today, I'm like, oh right, I pulled out a thing and I went into practice. So I need to add the redeem soon, but I haven't gotten any practice, so I don't feel confident enough to have it be a redeem where you guys are like paying with your rivets about it, because you'll use them and then you'll be like, ah, that was so not worth all those rivets. It's not fair. So I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking if you guys want it in between the stories today, I have another song that I have written out in the tabs so I can try it, and I'll be adding it soon. You should keep more types when you are sick. I'm not sick though. It's just like some way that I slept with the fan on, my throat got dried out. I'm not sick. It's just that my throat specifically is like, I'm dying. Oh no, help me. And I'm like, yeah. My throat is screaming like SpongeBob did with the water. Oh, I forgot to do this. You guys are gonna get an echo. Okay. But hello, Proto Poo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome. We enjoy a silly name. You're here, but you're at work. Okay. Thank you, Cage. Hi. Welcome. Alright. With this, I think it is times. Is it not? It is times. Ooh. Okay. Things are weird. It is time for the Moccasin Telegraph, our first story of this stream. It's called The Queen's Hat. And if I look funny, if my model is funny, staring down this whole time, it's because I'm reading. And I could try and read like an old lady and hold it way up in front of the camera, but I feel weird. Or not like an old lady, I feel like a Shakespearean actor. holding the book way out in front. So keep it close and you'll get to hear page flippies as we go. But my model will be like the whole time. So yeah. And feel free to redeem whatever you want to redeem in between stories. We'll get to it in between stories, but you can redeem them whenever. Hi, Darkstorm. It has, but hi. It's not been too long. That's good. Yes. Okay. Yes. Brace for we're going into Silas's world. So it's back into that syntax. So first my voice was weird because I'm dry, and now it's gonna be funky because I'll be stepping around somebody else's words again. It's gonna be fun. Okay, different syntax. Oh boy. Oh, I'm doing good, but a dry throat. That's about it. Okay, I focus. Alright, no, I didn't even do the thing, because you guys did the thing. Ah! Okay. I'm getting very distracted. Since when is this new? That's just Raven. Okay. There we go. The Queen's hat. I've got it up now. We sure know they're going to be nothing but trouble when carloads of government people come pussyfooting around the reserve. I don't think I've heard pussyfooting in quite this context. But okay, so they're just kind of vaguely stepping around, I guess. Okay. Groups of visiting white people usually have one leader who act like a mother duck, walk in front of the rest of the group and point out whatever is they come to see. Have you not heard of pussyfooting? Do you not know it? I use it myself quite a bit, but I don't use it in quite that context. Okay, so these folks don't know what pussyfooting is. I don't know a word. Being real with chat. Okay, you guys, Google it then. Just means kind of timidly going around. Wait, you'll be back? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... What the heck? Do you guys not know what it means? Oh my goodness. You're not American, so you don't know? Yes, okay, so... Pussyfooting just means to be tiptoeing around, basically. You could say it in a context that they're cowardly, or that they're just a little bit stepping around. That's it. It's not you're acting like it's dirty. It's just the darkest spin it has is cowardly, which you could trace back into, because it's a woman's anatomy that they're using. It sounds like you're calling them which I don't want to say, because in this context it's like, don't call me a feminine body part to mean cowardly. Women are plenty brave, thank you. But the point in this one is actually more kitty. Think kitty. Pussy tat. Because their little toes, they're so soft. They're careful and their little tiptoe. Think like that. Pussyfoot. They're tiptoeing around. Okay. They're being a bunch of cats. Alright. Groups of visiting white people usually have one leader who act like a mother duck. This sounds like it's a tour guide, but they said it's government people. That's not what showed up on Google. I know cowardly is what shows up on Google, but it can be used in different contexts. I think in this case, they mean more tiptoeing. I use it more as cowardly, but I think they use... No, people showed up. People showed up. What? Oh no. Well, I don't know that. I can only say what I know. We're like 2 2 sentences in, and then we're just freaking out, like walking quietly, right? Yeah, timidly, quietly. You know, that kind of energy. Okay, anyway. Imagine taking a whole foot. Must be fun. What? Okay, you guys already have me so off track. Oh my goodness. Hello, Devon. Okay. You've got a leader that acts like a mother duck. Walk in front of the rest of the group and point out whatever it is they come to see. Sometimes it is the school, or Blue Quills Hall, the hockey arena, or maybe they just come to stare at some of us real live Indians. Okay, I'm ignoring you now because I'm so distracted. Hi, Lahonk. Okay. It depends on what kind of mood us Indians is in, on how we accept these groups. Sometimes we tear up a culvert in the road when we see the dust from their cars in the distance, make them walk up to the cabins, or sometimes we charge them money for us to put the culvert back. Other times we get them lost in the back country, or separate them from their cars, which they not likely to see in one piece again, because our boys will get a hands on it. Okay, back in September, there is a group come around on a day when we all feel like some company. Okay, so they're not gonna mess with them as much. And the bonking begins. Oh no. Okay. We know we going to have some fun when we see Constable Chrétien on the RCMP get out of the lead car. So they're like, "Oh boys, it's the cops. We're gonna have to be some nuisances. Get Frank fence post." You just know Frank's gonna show up when they're talking about cops. 95. That's so much better than the honks at 14. But I like 14. It's a nice number. You dance. 94% love, yes. He's worth dance. 58, that's pretty good. You say no? That's not bad. Yannis, they begin. Stop being angry. 58 is better than it could be, my guy. Did you see 14? That's real. That's possible. Hola, El Chiquitas. Rah, 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 Raven. Okay. Okay. You distracting little guys. 56. See? You could have worse than Adon. There you go. Fett got 56. It's all lies. Don't worry. 94. You gotta marry her. He just wants to marry me for my frogs. He's not here for love. He's only here for the frog stealing. Oh my goodness. Look at that Pikachu go. Go Pikachu. Oh no, Darkstorm, that's so bad. I'm so sorry. Señor, por favor. What? You just want me to say Spanish stuff, don't you? Okay, I need to focus on the story. Let's get more tea though. 20%. That's too low. Not real. Yours is definitely lie. That's obviously lie. That's impossible to be true. Okay, guys. Frank Fencepost is about to be a menace to the police. We gotta get excited. It's Frank. Okay. I got slapped, but it's a love slap. And then I got hugged. Yay! I got hugged. Thank you for consoling me after the slap. And oh my gosh, look at all those butts. Look at them butts. Do we need to have a frog butt? I don't even know how to make a frog butt. I'll add it to the list. We've got so many emote ideas and nowhere near enough emote slots. We need a bajillion more sub points. But then we'll get dumpy frog. 20% not love. What was it? Oh, no. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, the bite. Yep. Okay, I've been chomped. Why are you scared, Darkstorm? Cause of the butts? was it? Was it cause of the butts? Now you're dancing? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Friggin' focus, Raven. Okay. Okay. So the constable, Chrétien, is coming up, and I'm telling you that Frank is gonna be here. Frank is gonna be a problem. It's a requirement. Okay. He is all decked up in his scarlet uniform. That mean they're real important people with him. It's not just hanging out, it's being fancy. Gotta look good. It's a photo op. Come, get a photo of me being a menace to the natives. Yeah. Anyway, distracted. Oh my gosh. Okay. Behind Constable Chrétien's police car is a long black limousine. Ooh. Have a gold crest on the door. And when that fancy car stopped, suit after suit climb out of it. Who the heck's he got? Freaking FBI? This is crazy. Found out today. Ooh. Well, I hope that probable diagnosis helps you understand yourself better, Darkstorm. I think it's very important to understand. So you know how to find tools that are very helpful. You fear women? Yes, I remember that chat. Get that pickle away from me. The pickle peoples. They're a menace. Okay. Ah, focusing. Big fancy limo, fancy gold crest on the door, a bunch of suits pop out. They climb out of it, stare around, kind of wide-eyed, as if they ain't been away from tall buildings for a few years. Probably very accurate. Every one of them suits is stuffed with a white man, because of course. This is the 80s. One of them guys straightened his lapels, his glasses, and his back. Walked toward me and my friends, speak to us in our language, Cree. Ooh. We can understand him, but he speak Cree with what we call an Ottawa accent. He's learned his Cree from a book. He speak real formal, use full words and no slang. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Get that freaking purple pickle out of here. Raven is a woman. Raven is a dear woman. It's so... Can I just say, when people like pluralize woman out of nowhere, you've got about 50% chance of me thinking it's annoying and me thinking it's hilarious. Anyway, okay. Today we went to the store and there was a pizzeria next door and I wanted to buy a pizza, but I didn't buy it. I was shy, afraid of conversation. Aww. Yes, I understand. Virtual hug. I send hug because I feel that. Yes. Good luck with the anxiety about that. But seriously, I'm hoping that you use what this knowledge can find more knowledge for you and such. Okay. The suits are speaking Cree, very formal Cree with an accent. Okay. A very important person is going to visit this reserve next month, he say to us. It's going to be the Prime Minister, isn't it? Okay. My friends are all gathered in a knot behind me. That makes me think that they're all holding on to each other like, oh no, the scary suits. But I know they're not. They're just hanging around. We have decided without anybody ever saying that today we will behave like strangers on our own reserve. Oh no. Yep, here we go. Brace yourselves, it's Frank. Before I can say anything, my friend, Frank Fencepost, pushed forward, stand himself at attention in front of the visitor. I am Fencepost, warrior, scout, medicine person, spiritual advisor, champion rodeo performer, and I wash your car for only $3, Frank say in English. I will be your interpreter, strange person. And this man has been speaking Cree to them. It's a stilted Cree, but it's a Cree. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate, Josh. I need lots of those today. Okay. But I am the interpreter. Or, sorry, but I am an interpreter, say the man. Either way. Oh, and posture check. Jeez, I ain't shrimping. I promise. Okay. Nom nom nom. Noms from chiquitas. Okay. Um, I am an interpreter, say the man after a long pause. He is dressed in an owl gray suit, fit him tight as it been painted on. Ooh, tight suit. I'm speaking to you in Cree, your native language, he's saying Cree, but there is a funny tone to his voice, as if he is worried. He's like, this is Cree, right? You guys speak Cree, and I'm speaking Cree, right? Frank gaslighting this poor suit. I'm just thinking that poor guy's like, am I having a stroke? Okay. Every one of them are trolls. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna mute for a second. I has to do big cough. Oh my gosh, my mic has been quiet. Why is my mic quiet? It should be a little bit louder. Not much. See? There. I should be sounding better. Okay, but I'm gonna mute real quick. Sorry. Okay. And now, okay, so he's saying, I'm speaking in Creed, and whoa, she's in my ears now. I'm sorry. Okay. So the guy's worried. He's feeling gaslit, and then, oh God. Yep. Cree, says Frank. What is this, Cree? Cree lives hundreds of miles north of here. And Frank waved his hand toward the west. Hundreds of miles north, points west. Are you sure? The man says in English. Then, do any of you understand me? He yelled in Cree. Everybody stays silent. Oh no. I'm so ready. Okay. Luckily, Fence Post has traveled widely, says Frank. Fence Post has been in jail in 3 provinces and 2 states. I will translate for you. Frank turned to the 10 or so of us that is standing behind him, wave his arms in the air like he fending off black flies, do an explanation part in English, part in sign language. Oh no. Heap big chief come from, and then he stop and look at the interpreter man. Far off place where people only speak French? Over the great water, say the man, waving his own arms. This idiot is going along with it. Oh no. And they're talking about France. I don't know why they're talking about France, but okay. Okay. Whew. Over the great water, say the man, waving his own arms, then standing around, funny, when he's seen what he done. He realizes, what have I just done? Heap big, we all repeat, just like we was at a church service. I did not take your chicken nuggies. I did not take your chicken nuggies. Stop that. I didn't touch them. I don't even like spicy. It's not my thing. Why would I take spicy? It's not mine. It's probably the honk, the little thief and violence, wants chaos. Probably was the honk, and then he framed me. If a farmer kills a pig that he named a cow, can he say he eats meat from a cow? No, he can say he eat meat from cow. You can't say a cow. There, that's the difference. A capital C, thank you. Tip's little gentleman frog hat. Hee hee. Twirls the little mustache. Well, you're gonna have to say it and tell me why you took them. I didn't take them! It wasn't me. It was probably Lonk. Okay. The suit dude is realizing he's being an idiot. And they're doing heat big. Because they're all here for this nonsense today. They just feel like it. My words are those words. Fess up. I did take them. Just know you're the reason I'm probably getting takeout tonight. Look what you've done. You've made Cage spend money. Stop doing it. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I did hydrate imposture. Okay. Let me read. Freaking heck. Okay. So they're saying heat big. It was a trigger word. I didn't know he would get them. It's a trigger word, yes, and I will read them, but I'm trying to read this. I hear imposter. Yeah, they're all being imposters right now. Okay, so they're saying heap big, heap big. How big is heap big, says Robert Coyote. Bigger than a bus, says Bedelia Coyote. Undo your fly, Frank, and show them how big heap big is, says Frank's girl Connie. Guys, you're too busy being a menace to me to recognize that Frank and his girlfriend are being a menace. Oh no. Thank you for hydrate. I will save the stretch. Okay. 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 Under your fly, show them how big he big is, says Frank's girl Connie. But Frank is busy trying to communicate this business of over the water. He makes splashing motions, like putting soap all over himself. While we try to guess what he is doing. Putting on war paint, says somebody. Wiping off a skunk smell, says somebody else. We finally guess over the water. Does that mean Bittern Lake or the Saskatchewan River? Asks Connie Big Charles. What is going on here? Asked Constable Chrétien, puff out his chest like a partridge to show he is important. Seasoning himself? Yes, that's a good guess. Got a persistent heck. Oh, okay, go lie down, Fett. Take care. Please look after yourself. No need to rush over. Rest well. Everybody give love to Fett. Okay. So yes, the RCMP guy trying to be important says that. Tell the red coat we don't speak no English here, I say to the interpreter in Cree. Which he's not really supposed to know. If there was ever to be a dumb contest, Constable Chrétien would win easy. He hardly speak the English, and nobody around here speak French. His mouth hang open about 3 inches, and his eyes focused off in the distance as he busy listening in French. Because of that, Constable Chrétien always be about a full minute behind what is happening around him. The interpreter and the constable have a little powwow. Oh no. What have you done to me, W.P. Kinsella? I have to go back because apparently... No, I won't go back. Apparently, Chrétien has a harsh French accent. These Indians is feeling particularly frisky today. These, said D's. Oh no. WP has it written as D-E-Z-E instead of D-E-E-Z, but D's. These Indians is feeling particularly frisky today. It seemeth as though he hath anointed himself. Fun fact time. Did you know that Lego minifigures have the largest population on Earth? It wouldn't be terribly surprising. There's lots. Oh no, a laugh turned into a yawn. Okay. Heap big, over the water, we say. I'm from the other side, so I'm not Indian. What? What? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Okay. The carload of suits all stand around, stare at the sky as if they expect something to fall out of it. Oh yeah, why are they staring at the sky now? We settle down and let them explain to us that it is Prince Philip. Ooh, okay. Prince Philip, who is the important visitor going to come to see us. From reading the papers, it seemed to me these royal people must sure hate the place where they live, because some of them are always in Canada or Australia or China. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna do a big cough. Okay. Ah. Oh, you're Pakistani. Oh, well, that's lovely. This is not the same kind of Indian. This is native. This is First Nation. Okay. They're always in Canada, Australia, China. Weather must be really bad for them to want to get away so often. Can you confirm, Adon, that the weather's so bad over there that they have to get away? Prince Philip is the husband of the Queen of England, a man who walks around like he got his hands permanently tied behind his back. He always have his head bent forward like he is about to sniff a flower that is just out of the picture. Aww. He wear blue suits with metal stuck on his chest like so many scalps. Okay, we don't need to say scalps. His Royal Highness is the Duke of Edinburgh. His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh is very interested in you native Canadians, says one of the suits. Yeah, well, you tell him we're really interested in him too, says Bedelia. Tell him we'd like him to know something typically royal while he's having us. You know, like a sponge bath, or teach us how to look down our noses at somebody. Sassy little Bedelia. We like her. It is horrible, random and gloomy. Oh, freaking throat. Okay. We are not amused, said the suit. Neither are we, says Bedelia. Aren't you going to ask us to do something typically Indian while the prince is here? As a matter of fact, and they trail off, or someone interrupts here. It's Constable Chrétien, and he hasn't spoken for a little while. So no. And I'm only gonna read it in the accent if they make it, like, apparent in the text. I'll ignore it, because I can't tell if that character is supposed to be really... Oh my gosh, hold on. I need more cough. Constable Chrétien. It's gonna... That spells cretin. That's considered an insult, I guess. So, I'll allow it, but it's Chrétien. It's spelled Tien, and it's actually with CHRE. Anyway, oh my gosh, hold on. No, you're okay, Adon. I'm just telling you so that it doesn't get auto-modded again. That's the only reason. Okay. Alright, focusing. Focusing. Yes. Right, she says, so Bedelia's given them sass. She's saying, I want to know what something royal is when you do this. And they're like, we're not doing that. And she's like, well, you guys always ask us to do something Indian while you're here. And they say, as a matter of fact. And then, hey, how about we stage a buffalo hunt? Yells Frank. Here's Bedelia trying to give them. No way her name is. No, it's Bedelia. 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 She is trying to give them some good sass. Like, you guys are problems. You expect us to perform for you. We're just people. And if you want to know us, don't ask us to do, like, you're not seeing us. You're just asking us to play what you assume is us and all that kind of stuff. And that's a very good thing for her to be saying to them. And then there's Frank, who says, okay. Thanks, Frank. But he's also just like, I want to do it for the bit. And we can see that. We can support that. How about we stage a buffalo hunt? Okay. Good idea, fence post, I say. And all of us dance along in a single line, sort of dragging our feet and pumping our arms. Oh, no. We'll have a buffalo charge down the main street of Hobama. The only street in Hobama, says Frank. And we'll have our best warriors ride him down and kill him. Then we have a big buffalo barbecue in honor of the prince. Barbecue, barbecue, everybody say. Scooby? Dooby-doo, where are you? What? Fred, no, not the act. What? You guys going off in a different direction. Oh, no. The barbecue, okay? They're being dumbasses. They're saying, let's do it. And are you sure you're capable of doing this? Asks a suit. We do it all the time when there ain't no white men around to watch us, we say. Which is bullshit, of course. Hey, Constable Chrétien, says Rufus First Rider. Who is this duke that coming to visit? Is he one of them Dukes of Hazzard, says Frank. I hope it's the one with the blonde hair, says Connie Big Charles. Boy, he can dig his spurs in my flanks anytime. What? Okay. How soon did you say he was coming? We ask. October 20th, say the sneakiest looking suit who is small with a head like an egg. Okay, egghead. And silver rimmed glasses that catch the sunshine and throw it around. That's 5 weeks from now. How many moons is that? We ask the Cree interpreter. How many moons is that? I love when they fuck with white people. Okay. I just love especially that they're like, after the guy. I mean, to be fair, that guy really tried, so it's a bit rude. But he is still a stinky suit that's expecting them to do this stuff. Anyway. Okay. Come on, guys. Haven't you put us on enough for one day? I don't know which one of them say that. Probably the Cree interpreter. No, really, we say. Okay. 5 weeks would be a moon and a quarter. A month and a quarter. You're right. Anyway, let's see, says Frank. There's the moon of disappearing interpreters. The moon of dead RCMP constables. The moon of barbecued white men. Frank pretended to count on his fingers. Right, October 20th. And he smiled big. Barbecue, barbecue, we all say. Lovely little quiet threats from Frank. Disappearing interpreters, dead RCMP constables, barbecued white men, barbecue, barbecue. Dang it, I want these stories to be a show. I want to see it. Okay. Constable Chrétien pulled me and Frank off to one side. Okay, so I guess this would be him. I could try and put on an accent, but it's not showing his accent. It's different because like the first, yeah, anyway, okay. Silas Ermine Skin and Frank Fence Post, I will expect a buffalo hunt on the October 20th. And he looked real serious at us. And I am beginning to think Constable Chrétien understanding more than he used to. Ooh. Oh no, he's got more brain than bread. If not, me and many redcoats come over the hills to visit you, and we look for much moonshine and many stolen car parts, and guess who the first 2 Indians we carry off to jail will be? And he stopped waving his arms around. Okay, so he was waving his arms around before. Oui, monsieur constable, I say. Me too, says Frank. Say, oh, okay. We got it, sir. All right. The next day, when we get to thinking about what we agreed to do, we have a second thoughts, and even third. Where are we going to get a buffalo? We ask each other. I think we should pretend we didn't understand what we was doing, says Ethan, first writer. That's always worked before. Not understanding has always worked before. I remember a story Mr. Nichols, my teacher and counselor at the tech school in Wetaskiwin, told me. In the old days, right after the white man take all the Indians' land for himself and give back to the Indians these little reservations, a group of important white men came to a reserve, try to explain to the Indians why they can only hunt on the reservation, because the land all around them either belonged to farmers or is what they call crown land. AKA the queen owns it, blah, blah. Anyway, the idea of someone owning crown land is foreign to Indians, but crown land is even stranger. The interpreter tries the best he can, but crown land is awful hard to translate. A crown translate as the queen's hat. So the best an interpreter can do is explain to the Indians that the land all around their reserve is owned by the queen's hat. The Indians talk that back and forth, shake their heads and laugh and laugh. They always knew the white men were crazy, but to tell them that the great wilderness is now owned by the queen's hat was just too much. Crown land. You pulling that out of nowhere. Okay. Frank and me ain't too anxious to get charged with all the crimes going on around the reserve, so we argue for doing the buffalo hunt. Oh, gee, Raven. Raven is focused for the first time. It's oh, yes, Poundland. I thought you were making a joke. Okay. Okay. Poundland. Yes, dollar store. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Right. So there has been people where it's like, I do not understand you crazy white people. But in this case, Frank and Silas are like, yeah, but I don't want to get charged with all the crime on the reserve everywhere. Thank you. You always think I'm making a joke. And you cry, I'm sorry. I assume that you guys are making jokes when I don't understand because I don't get to understand. If it's not true, tell me. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to know. Raven can be slow about things. I'm operating with bread here, you know this. Okay. Everybody finally agree we will at least look for a buffalo. I heard of a rancher, live off east of Camrose, supposed to raise buffalo, says Robert Coyote. Turns out that rancher live about 50 miles the other side of Camrose. He is named Mr. LePage and is a squinty-eyed old cowboy with tobacco-stained whiskers and a dirty cowboy hat, look like a horse chewed on it. You'll use this when you're joking. Okay, thank you. Sounds good. Whiskers, kitty? No. Beard, mustache. He's so bow-legged, you could graze a flock of sheep between his legs and nobody would notice, whispers Frank. I appreciate. Thank you, Adon. But I also appreciate Frank's jokes. Hello, kitty with a bell. Hear ye, hear ye? What is that? Ding, 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 ding. What cat? What cat? Chair? Alright. Put away the frickin' pickle. Put away the pickle. Yes. What? Okay. I don't know what this accent is supposed to be. What do you young bucks want with a buffalo anyway? I think. What do you? I don't think I've seen it. Okay. Is he Italian? What do you? I don't think that's it. Hello. Tsukuyomi? Hello? Hello? I like the rainbow Kirby's. This is getting chaotic. Raven speak villager Minecraft. What? That was a violation. What was a violation? This is chaos and I'm losing my mind. Okay. I need to try again. Okay. What do you young bucks want with a buffalo anyway? Says Mr. LePage. As we all walking along the side of a coulee a mile or so from his farm buildings. I suppose it occurred to him that it is kind of funny for a bunch of Indians to be buying a buffalo from a white man. Yeah. Prince Philip is coming all the way from England to Hoboma Reserve, and we promised to have a buffalo hunt in his honor. We say, I be go to hell. What is your accent, Mr. LePage? What? What? I'm so confused, and you guys are so severely everywhere. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I should just hide in the book. I feel like I'm scared of chat right now. Okay. Philip is coming all this way, and I have no idea what this man is trying to... How do you speak, Mr. LePage? Because he says, I be go to hell. I be go to hell. What are you? Okay. Indians is getting crazier than the white men. But if it's a buffalo you want, it's a buffalo you'll get. We walk for about another mile. There is a couple of patches of red willow in the distance, and it's pretty hard to tell which is the willow stand and which is the buffalo. Ooh. And neither one move as we get closer. Uh-oh. Turn out Mr. LePage is exaggerating just a little. There is only one buffalo. The only other buffalo we ever seen was at the Alberta game farm or in picture books. Even the ones in picture books looked more alive than this one. Oh no, he's very old. Oh no. Only way we can tell it is alive is we can hear it breathing, kind of wheezing. I'm nervous. Wheezing like a cold wind blowing down the draw. Its eyes is glassy and its coat looked like a lot of used mops been glued to its body. Oh no. You sure he's alive? Asks Frank. He looked to me like he'd been taxidermied and maybe got sticks on the other side of him propping him up. No wonder buffaloes is extinct, says Bedelia Coyote. Where else you figure you going to find a buffalo? Asked Mr. LePage, and he have a mean twinkle in his eye when he say it. Oh no. When he tell us how much he want in money, we almost fall over. Yeah, he knows you're in a pinch and he's gonna pinch you for it. Oh my goodness. But he's old and ragged and sorrowful, we say. Buffaloes are in short supply, says Mr. LePage. I bet buyers is too, says Ethan. But Mr. LePage stick to his price and we have to go searching for money. Oh, darn. First place we try is Chief Tom. We know Chief Tom will be hanging around like a big dog all the time Prince Philip is at the reserve. The chief will stick his big face into every picture that get taken and will have to give a welcome speech last a half hour or longer. Well, young people, what can I do for you? Asks the chief when we call on him at his apartment in Wetaskiwin, where he lived with his girlfriend Samantha Yellowknees. Chief Tom, he consider himself too white to live on the reserve no more. Ooh, okay. We explain about the buffalo. No way, says Chief Tom. No buffalo, no barbecue, says Bedelia. The prince is gonna think you're pretty... I don't think this is a good word to say. We're gonna do a googly. Don't worry about me. Okay. It says it is not. All right. I've never heard it, and it has the energy of a of a racist word. But okay. The prince is gonna think you're pretty chintzy if you bring in food from Wetaskiwin. About this time, Samantha Yellowknees get in on the act. She is the brains behind Chief Tom. She pull the chief off to one side and have a little talk to him. All the time making notes on the clipboard she always carry. Bet she takes that thing to bed with her and makes notes on how Chief Tom can improve his lovemaking, whispers Bedelia. Ooh, I would have guessed that would have been a Frank quote, but good on you, Bedelia. Okay. Chief Tom come back to us, smiling like he just figured out how to cheat somebody. Young people, we think you have a very good idea, and on behalf of the government of Alberta, the constituency of Wetaskiwin, and then interrupted. Why don't you just skip the bullshit and give us the money? Says Bedelia. Yes, Bedelia. Yes. Okay. Behind Chief Tom, Samantha make a mean little smile and wave a check in her fingers. We have decided that since there will be an official commemorative program honoring the visit of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, Chief Tom, run right on, we will have printed in said program Buffalo Hunt, sponsored by and wild buffalo donated by Chief Tom Crow-Eye of the Ermine Skin Band. We all clap our hands. Is this a good quality buffalo? Asks Samantha. A one-owner buffalo, says Frank. Only driven to powwows by a little old... Now, generally, you don't say this. They're the ones saying this. I'm just reading it. Don't use this word. Only driven to powwows by a little old squaw, says Bedelia. We gotta name him Big Tom after you, we tell the chief. Then we get out of there and head for the bank to cash the check before they ask many more questions. Boy, we used to think it was tough to load Mad Etta, our medicine lady, into the back of Louis Coyote's pickup truck. That buffalo ain't very frisky, but he sure is stubborn. Yeah, they need like a livestock hauler, like the thing that the horse is going and stuff. They don't need a freaking pickup truck. Okay. Buffalo ain't very frisky, but he sure is stubborn. We first have to lead him all the way back to Mr. Lepage's corral, where he have a loading chute. That buffalo sort of sway like he drunk as he walk, and his joints creak like squeaky hinges. Banana without peas, pineapple. Yes, ananas. I know. Okay. It just means pineapple in a couple different languages, really, but French most notably. I don't know how I feel eepy from this story, because somehow you guys feel eepy no matter what. But also, Adon, it was in the time zone where you need that. Go get your eeps. Where was I? He's not very frisky. They have to go up to a loading chute. He sways. Yes. Okay, sorry. At the corral, me, Frank, Robert, Ethan, Rufus, and even the girls push on his backside to get him into the truck. 2,000 pounds of sadness, puffs Frank. The buffalo make kind of a sad cry and break wind. Oh no. Back at the reserve, we let the buffalo, what most of us call Little Etta, graze with Willard Wildman's horses a good mile back in the bush. Only it don't graze so much. It just stand like a brush pile, eyes closed, nose about an inch from the ground. Oh no. No sleep? Fine. Then stick around. It's good to have you, but I want you to take care of yourself. Okay. The day of the celebration come around before we know it. Early in the morning, we push and pull the buffalo into town, where we tether it behind Ben Stonebreaker's store. Not that it would be likely to go anywhere if we didn't tether it. Meanest buffalo since Confederation, we assure Chief Tom and Samantha. Bullshit. Okay. Chief Tom have a special grandstand built at the end of Main Street for him and Samantha. Okay. Premier Lockheed, Prince Philip, and all the guys in suits and ties who accompany them. Oh, yes. So I missed that. He built the grandstand for himself, girlfriend, the premier, the duke, and all the suits. Okay. Oh, my goodness. No. Before you go, I'll say the redeem now. I'm sorry. If you're going, I'll say it. Raven took Adon's spicy chicken nuggies. I didn't, but that's what you tell me to say. That I took your chicken nuggies. I would not. I don't like spicy. I pass the blame. It's probably the honk. You mean the honk? You're going to confirm or deny? Maybe? Okay. Alright. Try the same challenge as I did a week ago. 24-hour challenge. Ooh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Look after yourself. Don't be dangerous for no reason. Okay. Right, there's the grandstand. Constable Chrétien stand at attention at the foot of that bleacher, what made out of lumber so new we can still smell the pine sap. Constable Chrétien looks stiff as a statue of an RCMP. They got wooden Indians, says Frank. No reason why they can't be wooden RCMPs too. Oh yes, we've seen the wooden Indians in these stories that carved statues. Oh my gosh, hold on, Mike, arm, cooperate. Why are you not? You wibble. Please stay still. I just want you to stand up. Fine. Do that then. It was rude. Okay. Alright. Behind the store, we all gather around the buffalo. What is happening right now is Carson Longhorn, Molly Thunder, my sister Dolores, and a bunch of other dancers is kicking up dust in front of that grandstand doing the buffalo dance. When that is over, Chief Tom, who already welcomed everybody for 40 minutes, going to announce a surprise, which is not a surprise at all for the suits and such. The Hoboma chapter of the Ermine Skin Warrior Society going to stage a live buffalo hunt right before our eyes, he will say. Then we supposed to release our buffalo and have him charge down the street. Robert Coyote, Ethan, and Rufus First Rider, and 2 other guys who know how to shoot with a bow and arrow, are all decked up like wild Indians, ride on pinto ponies we got from a riding academy in Ponoka. The guys who know how to use arrows are going to kill our buffalo. Soon as it fall dead, we got 3 big game hunters ready to carve it up. After that, Blue Quills Ladies Auxiliary is waiting with a half-dozen rented barbecues. They're going to cook up that buffalo and everybody have a feast. Gerard Many Hands High, one of the hunters who going to kill the buffalo, stared down on it from his pony. Where? Mouse, scroll. I want to see your stuff. Okay. Try sleep. I'll be here to hopefully read you off to sleep. Okay. He stared down at the buffalo. All the hunters is mostly naked and smeared with war paint. Maybe if I ride up on him from behind real fast, I can make it look like he's moving, says Gerard. You're going to be like shooting arrows into a barn door. We hear Chief Tom make the announcement. The hunters ride around the far side of the store and out onto the street. Their ponies prance around some. At the far end of the street, we can see the grandstand and hear the murmur of the big crowd. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, I don't know what you mean. I was saying I hope you do fall asleep. I hope my reading does help you fall asleep. Where was I? Okay, so they can see the far end, the grandstand. Why you bonk me? Bonk to sleep. I don't need to. Oh no, you did bonk dark. Ah, okay. Are you sleepy yet, Darkstar? Did it work? Okay. I pull on the halter. Come on, little Etta. Give us a run, I say. But all I get for an answer is a wheeze. I lead him to the street and take off the halter. I at least get him pointed in the right direction. We all get behind him and start to yell and slap his rump. We hope he will at least take a few steps. We all slap and yell. I don't know how to read that. Says the buffalo. Take only one step before his left front leg crumple like it was made of jelly, and the buffalo roll over almost in slow motion, lay on his side, sigh once, and be still, his eyes turned back in his head. Oh no! The hunting party ride up and look at the buffalo. All right, which one of you guys shot him before he got a chance to run, says Frank. Okay, Frank, we don't need your bullshit right now. I take Frank's arm, and we start the long walk towards the grandstand. The hunting party ride behind us. About halfway there, I beckon to Mad Etta, who's standing on the side of the road, and she join us. I figure people don't get so mad at us if we traveling with a 400-pound lady. First one who shoots an arrow at Etta going to be in a lot of trouble, she say to the hunting party as she waddle along. When we get in front of the new grandstand, I sort of raise up my hand, palm forward, the way people expect an Indian to do. We're really sorry, Chief Tom, I say, but our buffalo is dead. Dead, say Chief Tom, and clap a hand to his forehead. Of natural causes, I say. Natural causes, say the chief into the microphone. Bad echo around here, says Frank. Good one, dude. Okay. But the hunt, the barbecue, says the chief. Buffalo died of boredom listening to him welcome everybody, says Mad Etta, just loud enough for me and Frank to hear. So nobody else, just those two idiots in on that joke. You can send for the coroner if you like, says Frank. We didn't have nothing to do with it. Chief Tom sputtering into the microphone as his head been held under water as if his head been underwater for quite a while. Boy, I am close enough to see that this here prince is a real person. He wearing a navy uniform with a gold braid and medals. I bet he could be captain of the Love Boat if he wanted to, says Frank. About the Duke, not the, about the prince, not the, buffalo. Anyway, okay. Prince Philip stand up and walk down the steps toward us. About a dozen suits move from the stage and from under the grandstand and almost form a circle around him. The prince moved right along toward the hunting party, though, reach up his hand toward Gerard Many Hands High, and ask him about the lance Gerard is carrying. On stage, Chief Tom is still sputtering. He's stuck. Constable Chrétien look at me and Frank like one of us just spit in his boots. I don't suppose we could drive to Wetaskiwin and get a few buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken, I say. The ladies down at Blue Quills cooked up bannock and Saskatoon pie to go with the buffalo. Hell yeah, bannock. I want bannock. Okay, but nobody answer me. Constable Chrétien stare us down with an expression that say, just you wait, and I guess that is about all we got to do right now. That's where you're gonna cut that off? What happened? What did the prince think of the buffalo? Did they have a good time? Did the chief freak out? Did they punish Frank and Silas? That's not fair. The next story doesn't say the prince anywhere. What the heck? Well, that was the queen's hat. How does that end, though? That's not fair. They're being so mean. W.P. Kinsellas, why didn't you tell us? Hey, all right. That is the last of my tea for now. Darn. Okay. Hi, Dum-Dum. Welp, I'm gonna hydrate and stretch. And posture check. Whew. And then we have a secondary stretch, a third stretch, and another hydrate. Shrimping was not happening, I promise. But I stretch. Here we go. Eep. Oh, model freeze. I'm doing a big side bend. So she can't. I figured out. I've got plenty of hydrate for right now. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, go ahead and lurk. Get good eeps, like LaHonk says. Wow, LaHonk being nice. What a crazy turn of events. Wow. But okay, so that was the Queen's hat. And it's in between now, so I guess it would be the next story. But I took a very long time reading that. I don't think I'm gonna get through all my stories today. I think we're probably gonna get through one more. Actually, the next one looks kind of short. I don't know. Unclear. Studying tactics to obtain a frog. No, you're not gonna get any frogs. Freaking heck! Stop it. Okay, any redeems? If there's no redeems, guess what you're gonna get? Raven practicing kalimba. Cause that's what I gotta do. I need to practice more. can. I'll do one of the hydrates now. Singing frog. You got it. Singing frog time. Oh, my throat. Oh, my throat. Oh, and then dice. Okay, dice as next. Let's do the singing frog. Do 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 do. There we go. Ah, why is he not? There we go. And bubble wrap up. Wow, we are very well set. Here I was thinking I'd have to come up. Dims. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go, singing frog. Okay, there was our frog. Now let's do dice. Gotta move the mic a bit for rolling on the table. So I'm warning you now, it might be a very mean sound. Okay, Mike, try not to be mean. Eh? Oh, I caught it. Okay. No dice on the floor for me today. Ha ha. It is very often a problem. Bubble wraps. Okay, let's do bubble wraps. Okay. Here we go. Just moving the mic back. If it'll be a good little mic. Okay. Alright, Darkstorm. Good night, good night. Get good eeps. Take care. Thank you for joining us. Here's some bubble wraps.
is this almost out? Jeez, I'm not getting any bubbles on that side. Okay. Okay, there was our bubbles. And I know it's rage puffing next, but then I have chain, so put that out. It's rage time. I pout. I pout. Why are you not recognizing my eyes are open? They're very open. Rage. Just rage. No, rage puff. Okay. It's not easily recognizing my eyes are open. Okay. Yawning and rage puff. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not having a stroke. So, rage puff is just one of my redeems. It's we're about done anyway. We'll move on to chain. Rage puff was a misreading of a page ruffling, and they swooped the letters up, and it was rage puffing, and they're like, "What's rage puffing?" And I was like, "Well, that sounds like it would be the little moment that a Karen is like, and so that's what I do." Different people call it different things. Like, some people will say that it is beatboxing, or are you having a stroke? But it's just those funny sounds, and they but it's just a meme of ours, and people seem to want to do it all the time. I don't know why. Maybe to torture me. I've gotten so used to it now. But okay, moving on to one that you probably understand better. Chain. Here we go. Okay. No, stop thinking my face. there you go. That was the chain. With that, that's all the redeems that I had that were sounds. I'm just gonna hydrate and stretch again though, because we had lots of those. Ah, Model, what did you do? You ran away and got all tiny. Right, okay, and okay. All right. With that, we move on to the next story. Should be fun. I mean, I think so. Holding on. Wait just a moment. There. Okay. The next story is The Mother's Dance. Whatever that is. Let's do the Mother's Dance. Ooh. Freaking heck, Raven. Can you type? Apparently not. Is that kind of Mother's Dance? Yes. Mother's Dance. Alright. It's not a trigger, we're reading. Reminder that you can always redeem while I'm doing the stories, and I'll get to it when I can. Which my little bot put there in the chat, I see. But here we go. The Mother's Dance. Okay, I don't know how to. Alright. Anyway. We start with, weirdly, a paragraph in italics. I don't know what's going on here and why it's separate, but there's a separate paragraph first. Rufus First Rider sit cross-legged in the middle of the floor at Blue Quill's Hall, bang on his drum. The dancers, both men and women, shuffle around Rufus in a wide circle, their moccasins gliding over the smooth yellow hardwood. Each one of them dancers hold a baby, either their own or borrowed, anywhere from brand new to a year or so old. As they shuffle to the beat of the drum, the dancers hold them babies way up high, as if they was pushing them toward the sun. Some of the babies giggle, some of the babies cry, and some keep right on with their sleeping. And then it's normal stuff. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be a sad one, maybe. Okay. Sometimes the government make me so mad I get tears in my eyes just from thinking of what they done, or try to do, to us Indians. It was about 2 years ago in April that we know something bad going down because a carload of guys from the Indian Affairs Department in Edmonton come sneak around the reserve, ask funny questions like, how many families is named Coyote? How many families is named Small Gray Eyes? They ask about more than just these two families. I think we counted over 10 altogether, and they want to know, who is the grandfather? Who is the great-grandfather? They snoop all the way back to the time the reserve was formed, and even before. We tell them mainly lies and try to confuse them. We found out a long time ago that if we tell the government the truth, no matter how simple the question, they find a way to either charge us money or take away something that already belongs to us. Coyote family all painted their skins white by jumping in a barrel of flour and water, joined the Mormon church, and been off attending Mormon family night at the Calgary Stampede for must be 2 or 3 years now. Frank Fos Oh, I'm gonna go back. I can't read. We're operating on bread a little bit. No brain. Bread. Ugh. Coyote family all painted their skins white by jumping in a barrel of flour and water, joined the Mormon church, and been off attending Mormon family night at the Calgary Stampede for must be 2 or 3 years now.
Frank Fence Post tells them investigators. We beginning to suspect they not coming home no more, Bedelia Coyote tell them real seriously. Considering she's a coyote, that's kind of funny. The government men never bat any kind of smile. They just write everything down on the black clipboards they carry. This time, what the government has decided to do is make white people out of about a dozen families, or at least they decide these families can't be Indian no more. All the department is worried about is maybe these people be living on the reserve illegally. They got no care for what becomes of these people. After they sneak around investigating for almost a year, they give them dozen families notice that they got 60 days to pack up and leave the reserve for good. What caused the trouble in the first place was that some civil servant, digging for whatever reason in dusty old records in Ottawa, come up with some papers that show that when the Hoboma Reserve was formed, quite a few families of Indians choose not to live on the reserve. The head of each one of them families was given a piece of scrip, what entitled them to a quarter section of farmland. But when an Indian take that scrip, it mean that forever and always him or his family don't be allowed to live on the reserve, which is some bullshit. I went and looked scrip up in the dictionary at the tech school in Wetaskiwin. It mean a certificate of a right to receive something. That looked to be correct with the story. At least the government got that part right. But what happened is the Indians who get that scrip didn't have any idea what it means. Them Indians still live in teepees and hunted buffaloes. They don't understand the white man's idea of selling the land on which the people walk. Lots of Indians still don't understand. Some smart white men come along and buy up that scrip from the Indians for a little money, a few blankets, or a bucket of whiskey. When we finally get around to checking things out, we find of 15 families been given that script. Only 2 ever claimed the land, and only one of my friend Old Joe Buffalo ever farmed it. When that civil servant in Ottawa pull out that paper, he get the bright idea of checking the Hoboma Reserve to see if any of them families sneaked back in and is living where they not supposed to. Some of the people who get notices that they have to move are the Coyotes, the Moses Cardinals, the Strong Eagles, the Small Gray Eyes, and the Stone Childs. One or two of the names, like Drifting Cloud and Rosebud, ain't known around Hoboma no more. This here scrip was given out close to 100 years ago, so if a family lived illegally on the reserve for that time, there get to be quite a few people involved. Bedelia Coyote counted them all up and found there was over 300. That be almost 10% of all the Indians live at Hoboma. Hi, Brian. I'm doing good. Just a dry throat. I'll hydrate for that. How are you doing, Brian? What do they mean we got to leave the reserve? Blind Louis Coyote say when Bedelia read the letter been sent to him by registered mail. Louis been blind for a lot of years, and he lived all his life on the reserve. Have enough relatives around, make a tribe of their own. It's sure sad to see so many people running from place to place, each one asking the other, what can we do? I'm glad you're doing good. My friend Bedelia Coyote do the best she can. She is one of the ones told to go, and she is also a person like to fight with the government every chance she get. And I like her. And Bedelia is a tough person to tangle with. But everywhere she goes, she get nothing but runarounds. She banged her fist up against the wall at her cabin one night. I feel like there's a foot-thick glass wall between me and all these figureheads I talk to. They see me, but they don't hear me. Bedelia is short and stocky, walk with her head down like she know where she is going. She usually wear jeans and a thick green sweater with a turtleneck. She have a soft, flat nose and deep-set eyes. Her hair is parted down the middle, so when I look at it from above, it look like a white line been painted on her head. Oh, thank you, Brian. Just seeing your message. You're so sweet. Look at Brian being so sweet to us.
You are worthy of all the great things too, Brian. Okay. First thing Bedelia do is organize a meeting at Blue Quill's Hall of all the people been told to move on. So many people get after Chief Tom Crow-Eye that he comes to the meeting himself, all dressed up in his conservative blue suit and silk tie. I've studied up on these here papers, he say in his oily voice. It is a voice he learned after he took a public speaking course in Edmonton. Chief Tom is not only our chief, but he is the local representative for Premier Lockheed's government, so we have to put most of our hopes on him. It looked to me, he go on, like the government got itself a pretty good case. These people was paid to leave the reserve forever. I think you are pretty lucky that the government don't try to collect for the benefits they paid you for so many years. Only thing I can think of to do is ask the provincial government for some money to help you relocate. I bring it up at the next session of the legislature, and I guess he gets interrupted here. He. Oh, sorry, there's long lines trying to leave and stuff. Cage. But, whatever you need to do, don't worry about us too much. We'd love to see you, but don't rush if you got issues. Bring it up next session of the legislature and interrupted. If it were your friends getting kicked out instead of mainly people who vote against you, you'd do something, yelled Bedelia, because she know the shit. Yeah, says Mad Etta, our medicine lady. What if the Crow-Eye name was on that list? But it wasn't, says Chief Tom, and he can't help smirking just a little shithead. The Crow-Eyes have always been law-abiding and loyal. Apples, call out Bedelia, which I don't like, but anyway. Wouldn't matter much to Chief Tom if he did get kicked off the reserve. A couple of years ago, he left his wife and gone to live in an apartment in Wetaskiwin with his girlfriend, Samantha Yellowknees. Now, my friends, I know it seems unfair at the moment, but one has to consider the government's position. They dispensed land in good faith, and Bedelia is going to keep interrupting him. I love it. We can't be penalized for something that was done in ignorance by our grandfathers, says Bedelia. We cannot be selective in obeying laws, says Chief Tom. If some treaties and agreements are valid, then all are valid. Where are we going to go? People keep asking, but nobody got an answer. Everybody get to say their piece, but Chief Tom fielded them questions like he was batting away beach balls. It become plain to see nobody gonna get no help from him. Darn. As we leave in the hall, I see Mary Small Gray Eyes sitting on a yellow folding chair, her shoulders shaking. I got no place to go, she says in Cree, and grabs onto my sleeve. Mary is about 70, and looked like a real scrawny tree been covered with a tan-colored coat. Got half its buttons missing. Mary's husband, Archie Small Gray Eyes, died a few years ago, and her kids gone off to the city. To top it off, she was born a dodging horse, and only married into one of the illegal, in quotes there, families. But the government say everyone who carry the name got to leave. Her face got a desperate look about it. I try to think of something nice to say to her, but can't come up with anything. Instead, I walk her back to her cabin and hang around until she get her coal oil lamp lit. It's like shooting at the sky for raining on you, says Bedelia. There's nobody to fight, no necks I can get my hands around. Maybe if we was to get a lawyer, I suggest. Some of us go to the legal aid place in Edmonton. The lawyers is nice, but what they really say is there ain't no point in fighting the government. Besides, they say, it could take years of studying the law to present a proper case. And besides, who would pay us? We all for having the case drag on for years, we tell them. Maybe you could get the government to help with the relocation costs, they suggest. The day for the moving comes up on us fast. As a last resort, we tried to get the newspapers to carry the story. Bedelia Coyote know from reading MS Magazine and all her business with the Women for Equality and outfits like that, how to write a press release, in quotes. We mail the story off to quite a few papers and carry it to the Wetaskiwin Times and the Edmonton Journal. At both those papers, the reporters smile nice and say they'll think about it. Very helpful. Some white man get his spare tire stolen and it make the front page, say Bedelia. Maybe if somebody got killed or if we had a picture of a girl with a shoelace bathing suit to go with the story. Bedelia don't know then how right she is. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Mary Small Grey Eyes couldn't wait for that moving day to get no closer. She is just an old lady, don't understand why white men want to move her away from the home she known all her life. She hang herself from a poplar limb, using a soft drink case as a step so she can stand on top of a cream can, tie a couple lengths of binder twine around her neck. So when Bedelia said, maybe if somebody got killed, well, look at that. I hate to say this, Bedelia say when I tell her what Mary done, but maybe now we get our story heard. And she call up the RCMP, the coroner in Wetaskiwin, Chief Tom Crow-Eye, and them newspapers and TV stations in Edmonton. The Edmonton Journal run a story and a picture of Mary Small Grey Eyes from the days when her name was Dodging Horse, and she was a champion powwow dancer. The headline read, Suicide blamed on government decision. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'll do a hydrate. It's a very good idea. Yeah, I don't know if this story is going to get any less sad, so brace yourselves, folks. After that, stories about Mary's suicide make all the newspapers, and we have reporters crawling all around the reserve. They write follow-up stories about some of the families who are going to be put out of their homes. They run a picture of blind Louis Coyote and his family, with Louis sitting on a broken-backed kitchen chair, his hands clasped on his white cane, his milky eyes staring off into the distance. The stories all mention Mary's suicide and how the suicide rate here at Hobama is 1,500%, as high as for the whole province. 15 times higher than the rest of the province. That's okay. Not a bad place to get kicked out of, says Frank Fencepost when I read that story to him. Most of those suicides is young people, though, and have to do with drinking drugs like Angel Just and kids sniffing glue or gasoline. Yeah, well. Even a bad place is better than none, Mad Etta tell Frank. The government in Ottawa finally say they going to review the case, so they postpone the moving day for 3 months. It get talked about in the Parliament and the legislature in Edmonton. The Minister of Indian Affairs have to fly out here to Alberta to defend himself. He be a fat man who think in French, so his English always come out backside foremost. He just makes a couple of speeches defending what the government doing, and since he is the man who make the final decision, we know how it going to come out. In happier times, the Stoney Indians up by Edmonton made that minister an honorary chief. They say they is so mad at what being done to our Indians that they hold another ceremony and take back his appointment. Heck yeah. They dance the ceremony dance backwards, and when they finish they burn a replica of the headdress they tied on him. That pretty good coming from the Stonies. They is a rich tribe, have oil on their reserve. They live in 4-bedroom houses and drive Chryslers. A whole reserve full of Chief Toms is how Mad Etta described them once. I forgot more about being Indian than they ever know, Etta say. Finally the announcement come, like we all knew it would. Them families still got to move. We have a final meeting, even though it seemed every alternative been covered. The people who sit around on yellow folding chairs on the basketball court at Blue Quills are mainly families. The women, and even some of the men, all seem to be holding babies. Look like everyone from 14 or so on,
be in charge of some kind of baby. Baby tiniest kittens with only little brown faces showing from a pink or blue blanket. Babies big enough to wiggle, each wrapped in blankets or sleepers, and babies of a year or so standing up on someone's knee by holding onto a finger, dressed in snowsuits, maybe wearing moccasins or baby-sized cowboy boots, stretching out, reaching curious hands towards the lights in the ceiling. Bedelia asked Mad Etta to speak, and I don't know if Etta smells something in the air or not, but she tell a story that meant to give people hope. And Etta don't usually give hope unless there is a reason. An old man get to the happy hunting grounds and meet up with the Manitou, Etta say. The Manitou let the old man look back down here to earth where he can see all the trails he walked in his long life. The old man see that most of his life there was 2 sets of footprints, one his, one the Manitou's. What puzzled the old man is that the places where there was only 1 set of prints was during the real bad times in his life. How come, the old man asks the Manitou, you left me alone when life was toughest? Ah, old friend, said the Manitou, I didn't desert you in your times of need. The reason you see only 1 set of footprints is that those were the times when I was carrying you. A few days later, when things get to their lowest point, so low that Mr. and Mrs. Blind Lewis is packing up their furniture on the back of their old pickup truck, something happened that if we was religious could be called a miracle. But since we ain't religious, it is more like something Mr. Nichols talked about in class. In English class, he say how the ancient Greeks, when they wrote and put on plays, sometimes their characters got into bad, complicated situations that no author or actor could straighten out. What them Greeks did when they got themselves into a corner was have a fellow in a bedsheet climb down a rope from the rafters and land right in the middle of the play. This guy in the sheet was a god, and he solved all the problems just by pointing at different actors and saying things like, you 2 are going to get married and live happily ever after, or you are going to get killed for being so nasty, or you will become king and make your people happy for many years. Sorry, I read ahead. That's why I laughed. This god had a name that sounded like Deus Ex Machina, but I never did see how it was spelled. He's talking about Deus Ex Machina? Whatever. The hand of God is what he's talking about. Which is just what they call when a story gets a sudden and illogical solution. But anyway. Like one of them gods from a Greek play, or an angel of mercy, like they always writing about in the Bible, a lady from Calgary take up our case. Machina, yeah. That's why it says Machina. My brain got twisted around. I should have known, because it does sound like Machina. Okay, Deus Ex Machina. Hi Yar and hi Tetra. I get distracted. I'm very in this story. I'm hoping it ends well, and they say it's about to go well, so I'm excited. Her name is Grace McGee, which ain't an Indian name, but she is Indian, at least by birth. She been born on the Blood Reserve down near the U.S. border, and her real name was Grace Many Hands High, until she married with a white man named McGee. She read about Mary in the newspapers, and when our last appeal failed, she drive all the way to Hobama in a car so long and black it looked like it belonged in a funeral line. We expect maybe someone like Premier Lockheed going to get out from behind the blue-tinted glass of the back windows. In the driver's seat is a man wearing a uniform and a leather hat. Ooh. She had a driver. The woman who climbed out can't weigh more than 90 pounds. She wearing a brown fur jacket and black slacks. She is over 50, but how far over is hard to tell. Her face is the color of tobacco, her eyes close together and deep set, and when she walk, she don't totter on her high heels like we would expect, but plant them heels down firm in the dirt, leave little tracks the size of dimes in the damp earth. I want to see Bedelia Coyote is the first thing she say to anybody, and she say it in Cree. I never knew Indian ladies could be as rich as this one. We take her over to the Coyote's cabin. Unpack your stuff, she told Blind Louis. I've already got an injunction before the courts. You won't have to move anywhere unless you want to. I have to look up the word injunction. It come through the next day, and near as I can figure, it is kind of like temporarily damming a river. That little Indian lady worked like a whirlwind. She gathered together all the people who's supposed to be evicted. She talked to each family and make up charts to show their history right back to the time the script was given out. And little by little she set out bits of information about herself, like she got a degree that make her a lawyer, but until now she never used it for nothing. I sat at home and had a house full of kids, she tells us. My husband makes all kinds of money, so I don't have to work. My last daughter had gone away to university herself when I read about Mary Small Gray Eyes and what the government is trying to do to you people. A few of us go up to Edmonton and sit in the small, varnishy-smelling courtroom where the case be heard. Mrs. McGee have a lot to say for herself, and so do the sad-looking government lawyers. But it might as well be in some really foreign language for all we understand. The case drag on for 3 months, and we get tired of sitting around, but we there the day the judge give his decision. We don't understand that either, but we can tell by the way Miss McGee jump up and down, smile, clasp her hands together, look up at us and give us the high sign that everything turned out okay. After the court case been won, things settled down to normal on the reserve, except everyone would like to say thank you in some special way to Grace McGee. A couple of times while she was working for us, we suggested that we hold a dance at Blue Quills Hall to raise money. No, she says, I'm doing this for the Indian people. I'm lucky to have enough money that I don't have to worry about money. I sure wonder what that would be like. I know she'd tell the truth because once a bunch of us went to her house in Calgary, and boy, it'd be big enough for a small hotel. Got fancy fanny furniture? Oh no. Fancy furniture and expensive paintings on the walls. Still, we want to do something for her. Okay, you got it, Amba. I'm just going to finish this story because it's like a page and a half left. Still, we want to do something for her. We could go ahead, raise some money, buy her something, Rufus First Rider say. Like what? I say. Everything she owned be more expensive than we can afford. There's got to be a better way, say Bedelia Coyote. It is then that I remember the way little Mrs. McGee moved around the courtroom, how without even knowing if there was a rhythm in some way she walked, shuffled actually. What she was doing was a dance as she moved from behind her table, around the tables where the government lawyers sat, then glided back and forth in front of the place where the judge sat way up high like a blackbird on a post. She had on a bright green blouse with long sleeves and a high neck that was closed up tight by an arrowhead brooch. She wore a buckskin shirt that skimmed about a half-inch above the floor. I couldn't see her feet, but she moved in time to the rhythm of her voice, which, whether she knew it or not, was a chant. I think she might have even hypnotized that judge with her soft, even voice, or at least relaxed him. Is she a dear woman? Couldn't see her feet? Was hypnotizing? Dancing? What? Is joke. Why not create a dance for her, I said, and it surprised me to hear my voice saying that. That's something a rich person can't buy, says Frank Fencepost. And that's what we done. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad this is ending well, my goodness. We get Carson Longhorn, who be the best chicken dancer in Alberta. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Who be the best chicken dancer in Alberta to set the thing up. But we don't use any of the real dancers. The different women's societies on the reserve have a meeting and decide to create that new dance in honor of Grace McGee. They decide to call it the Mother's Dance. Mrs. McGee been invited for a month from now, and she's accepted. I was down last night to Blue Quills to watch the practice. And this is the practice. It's the exact same paragraph from before. Rufus First Rider sit cross-legged in the middle of the floor at Blue Quills Hall, bang on his drum. The dancers, both men and women, shuffle around Rufus in a wide circle, their moccasins gliding over the smooth yellow hardwood. Each one of them dancers hold a baby, either their own or borrowed, anywhere from brand new to a year or so old. As they shuffle to the beat of the drum, The dancers hold them babies way up high, as if they was pushing them towards the sun. Some of the babies giggle, some of the babies cry, and some keep right on with their sleeping.
The end. That one was very good. It's so dark and then it's so nice. All right. I will do a good stretch. Quick. Oh, that was a pop in my back. Eek. Okay. And then for Amba. Oh my goodness. My nose. Relax. Calm. Relax. Calm. I hope that was what you were after. Happy to do that. For whispers, I have a separate whispering one, but I get what you're after, so you're good. I love your little cozy little guy. God, you needed this. Was the trigger word or the story? I'm happy that either way you feel very good. I'm glad that you're feeling better. If with the needed, that implies that things were tougher. But now we get more triggers. So, woohoo! I'll put that away. And whatever you guys redeem, I'll do. If there's nothing for a minute, then I'll pull out the kalimba and try the song that I wanted to practice. Ooh. Talking into the water bottle. Hello. Hello, hello. I should hold on to that and do echoes at some point. That should be another redeem. Pencil, get over here. We have to take things down. Notes for future. Kalimba redeem, yes, we knew that one, but a reminder. Echo. Redeem. Okay. Well, nobody's in the jungle. In the jungle. Anyway, I'll do a little bit of the kalimba if I can. So many redeems, yes. Different things I got to do. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Try this. Okay, this is very slow and stilted again, as was before, but we're gonna try it. Okay. I'm messing up. Okay. We're gonna try again. Until you redeem something else, I will keep trying this, my Bonnie, and then when I'm done with that, we will go ahead and get back into stories if nobody redeems anything. But feel free to redeem whatever you would like. I'm here to do it. Or tell me to do it if you don't have ribbons. Yeah, I messed that up. I'm stumbly. Trigger word redeems was short. Can you do it for a bit longer? Yes, I can. Oh, goodness. Wait. Oh, aha. My headphones are being super weird and I'm hearing one ear at a time. There we go. It was just so... Ooh. It was very short of what you got, but I can improvise. Ooh, okay. Relax. It's okay. Stay calm. Relax. It's alright. But stay calm. Let's keep relaxed. Let's keep calm. Relax. Calm. It's alright. Let's relax. Stay calm. Relax. Calm.
What? And with a sharp left turn, Amba, I moved to Lahonk's trigger word. Wee hee hee dee hee 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 hee. We oh away. Wee hee hee dee we oh away. I do not read it as lyrics for the Lion song very easily. But that's sure something. Oh boy. You're so silly. Okay, well, with that, I have about a half hour to go, a little less. I don't think I'll finish my story in that time. And we've got to run an ad, so I will run an ad right now. And yeah, okay. No. I'm going to save the last 2 stories in the book for another stream. So let's do more redeems. But I'll run an ad right now. I'm giving you the warning. Here comes the ad. It's just 30 seconds. But here we go. And then, yeah. I'll do sounds. We'll do whatever whisperies or other, comb twings, all the stuffs. No, it's not working. Come back. Oh, there. Oh, boy. I'm not getting much of an echo, but I'm trying. Wumbo? Tome Quings? No, Tome Quings. Okay, comb twing. Let's get the comb twing going. No, not that one. Okay. Yes. Alright. Here's the comb twing. Let's go.
Here is our comb twing. Thank you for that. Hi, Millennial. How's it going? How's it going? We read 2 stories, but I know that the next story would take too long to read, so I am just going to save them for the next stories. These stories stream. Ooh, this is something I could say. So tonight, the next stream, it will be SCPs. Woohoo, woohoo. So we'll do that, and then tomorrow I'll do these 2 stories that we didn't get around to, and then finally SCPs again, because I am not going to be streaming on Tuesday, unfortunately, but it will be fun to do these ones tomorrow. I know. It's not exactly my choice, so yeah. But it's been great to hang out today. So finished commission. Ooh, nice. All tidied up, and you're gonna have dinner. Nice walk, though. That's good. I could probably use some exercise and outdoors. I have not done that. Yes, you get tomorrow and today, and I am glad that I have that. Yes, and I would do more if I could, but I couldn't. I think next week I might be able to pull off an extra day, because I'll have to miss out on one day. Have to be missing out on Monday next week, and I might be able to pull off Wednesday or Saturday, but I will have to figure that out. Hello, Rapham. Hello, welcome in. Life happens, it's all good. Thank you. I need reminders that it is okay. Hi, Annie Bell. Welcome. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Rapham. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Just don't push yourself, okay? Aw, thank you, Millennial. I do need those reminders every now and then. It's very important. It's very important things. Yeah. I almost tried to do something last night when I realized that I found out that I can't do Tuesday. And my lovely mods, Cage and Fett, were like, hey, don't stress out about that. It's okay. And I'm like, oh, thank you guys. It's a cute little Doro. That's your Doro with your ears. It's cute. It's nice. There's Cage's Doro with dancing. I don't has a Doro. I don't has any memes. I don't has any emotes with my face. I just have frogs. Sometimes I wonder, should I get my face? But I think it's more important to create the frog army instead. Just a bajillion frog emotes. That's what matters. A raven face on frog? Oh gosh. We don't need that abomination. No. Frog cute. They are cute. All the frogs. Yeah. Daisy frog. Daisy. Ah. Okay. Raven pulls off her face and there's a frog underneath it. No, definitely not. I got enough of them on my antlers and on the rock. It is not in my face. Want Raven Doro with frog hat on? That would be very cute. But no, I'm not going to request that from anybody. It would be a cute thing. Mostly because we only have 2 animated emote slots left. And I have only pulled off one of them we're set up, and the other one, like, we got an idea that I think should have been sooner rather than later. Probably. But yeah. A frog reading a book. That would be cute too. Oh my gosh, you guys. The bajillion emotes. I'll never catch up with them. Frog with book. And Raven. Frog. Doro. Darn it. I'll never have made enough emotes. There's always gonna be more. You can't even have reading glasses. Oh, that would be cute. A little very, like, where have you been? I have been up since whatever your curfew was 11 p.m. Reading glasses at a book, Frog. Like, I can see him, like, taking them off and being, excuse me. You're not late, Mask. I don't keep attendance. But, reading glasses. Noted. Or noting. He's very cute. Doro Frog. Well, Doro Raven with Frog. I don't know how well Doro Frog would translate. I don't know. Bonks. Ugh. I yawn, but and now the war begins again with the bonk and Mask. You know what? I want to try. Chibi, you high-fiving a frog. Oh, that would be cute. I want to do so many little chibi-me's, but I don't have any, and it would take a lot of effort, and we don't have the slots to do that. I think it is not currently in the cards, but they'd be adorable. I would love them very much. You got bonked, and you bonk. La bonk. Screamy scream, la bonk. I like the little screamy guy. It's a very fun little screamy guy. How many slots are you allowed? Well, slots are based off of how many sub points you have, and we got up there at one point. And so if I get another couple more than we had gotten, I have one more slot that they'll give me, but I think it's a normal slot, not an animated slot. But anyway, right now all the slots are filled, but 2. And we've got one that Pudgy Tater, Tater Dude, is going to get. They've requested which one, and you'll see what it is eventually. It's coming together. It'll happen. And then there's one more, but like I said, we kind of come up with something, and I kind of want it to happen. So I technically have 2 animated slots right now, but they will be filled soon. And so, yeah. But if we get a bunch more subs, then we could open up more things. So, if I figure out a more professionally done subathon and get a bunch of subs, well, then we're set. Da da da. But I gotta hold off on that. I gotta make a better schedule and plan, and then attack it. Do it. Very serious. Do it. I'll do it. But with this, we're just hanging out and chatting. I'm gonna try the Kalimpas again. Where am I? I have one thing. Oh, but it is not here. Darn. Oh well. I'm going to play the kalimba while I can, though. So practice it because it's something to do, and I might as well. If you redeem something, I'll do it, or if you guys want to just chat, I'll do that. But I want to try this right now. Okay. So there's a classic. Oh wow, do you sound weird? Not very good at this one, not practiced, but I keep coming back to this one. Sorry. Oh my goodness. What? What is happening? Ah! I looked away. Hi, Cage, back from work in time to share the 6 month with one of the loveliest storytellers. Oh! Who does not take attendance for prisoners? Thanks for all the coffee times. Oh, thank you, Cage. You're so nice. You need around 6,000 points to get Raven to sing the joke. You're silly. But yeah, Cage's little anniversary. Oh, come on. Let me do my money frogs. Thank you. Hey. Thank you. Yay, Cage. Welcome in. Thank you for that. Yay. 6 months. My goodness. And you can't even see your little emote because it's covered. But I think that there is a new emote badge at 6 months. I have it. It's the little giggly boy. 3 months is the little wow that little honk has here. You see? Everybody look at your little guys. And then Millennial has the 2 with the little love dude. And where's the 1? I think 1 is just a hi. Where's the hi? I don't know. Anyway, okay. Wow. 1, 3, 6, 9, 12. There's also 2. Wow. You had the wow. 4 doesn't change, but no. Yeah. I only know the 2 because I just suffered over it. Yeah. I went through. I remember I went over them. But now you can't see yours, but you just got upgraded for the 6. But yay. Okay. Yay. Good to have you in. I hope work was otherwise good. I believe in the giggly boy. It's a good one. Can't wait till I reach 6. Yes, and then you'll have the giggly. See? 6 months on my thing. Yeah, I forgot to click mine. There's your money frog. You got yours, the giggly. Hee. He's so cute. Okay. Do we want me to keep very small? Oh, you meant that. Thank you, Tetra. There we go. Okay. 2, 5, 6. 6 for 6 months, which I should have done for Cage, but I just did quick clicks and I got to 4. There you go. Party. Hee. 6 months. 6 months. Hee. Giggles. Thank you very much. I'm glad everybody's doing the money frogs. That is doing the money frogs. Remember, you don't have to put money frogs specifically, but it's in 7 TV, and you can use other ones. I'm gonna keep trying. And then I'll move on to the next song after I fail this time again. Listen to Terrible Kalimba with Raven. Woohoo! You just get extras while I'm chatty, okay? I'll look after every attempt. I promise I'll look up, just not often enough. Okay. I'm always so... Okay. No. I've done that before. Eee. You bungle honk? Oh, 'cause you bought grapes with that. You thief. You bought that. Okay, good. You bonk me? Well, ha. Guess what? The thing didn't... Oh, damn it. LeBonk helped you. Why you bonk me? To get my attention because I'm not doing this right or I'm not looking up enough. You said you did it too. What? I did what too? I didn't steal grapes too. didn't. Ah! What the heck? Who? Mask. You little shit. Mask, that's very nice of you. Oh my goodness. Let's drop some money, frogs. Yay! I tore Chick and Angel Thiago. Ooh. Well, thank you, Mask. Friends, drop your money, frogs, as thank yous. That's so nice. Annabelle gives the love, frog. Thank you. Well, heck and heck. Finally, LeBonk doesn't bonk me. He gives heads pats, 'cause you did a goods. Aw. Will you try and hug me, Cage? The bot is angry. It knew you tried to bonk me. It's mad at you. The bot says no. You tried to hurt Raven. Gonna be mean. Aw. The hug worked long? It didn't work. The hug isn't working. I don't see it working. Oh well. I accept the hug anyway. Thank you. Thank you for hug. It worked? It's not working on mine. Annie! You gift one to Annie too. Oh no, I ordered too much food because stressed, but they gave me extra. Well, sounds like you got leftovers for days. At least I hope. Oh, they were nice and gave you extra. But money, frogs. Mask, you give away. What are you doing? Don't give too much. Don't do too much. Please look after yourself financially. That is all. Continue lurking now. Okay, Mask. Not for days, but definitely at least one more num. Good. Good. Well, thank you for giving. Thank you, Mask. I'm just fidgeting now. Oh, you guys, you're so nice. Thank you for giving that out to the peoples, especially little Annabelle. You've got a money frog to drop. You can drop some money frogs now. And, I will try one more time. And I fail. I fear I will fail, but I will try. Okay.
Nope.
One more time. Why is it sounding so different now? Oh my goodness. Well, I tried. There you go. I don't think that one's gonna go well. Okay. Well, chatty chat. The chat seems very quiet. Did you guys like the kalimba? Are you enjoying the kalimba? Even though I'm being very bad at it? I will keep going if so. I will continue. I think I will. Okay, new song though. Because I'm not landing that one. Let's go back to when I was practiced before. Ah! Oh, it's the hype train emote. Let's look at that. Oh my god, the puppy. I think I did. Yee! It says to share it, and then you say choo choo. And so I say choo choo with my little guy. Look at him. He's a goodie. Okay. You love Kalimba very much. Yes, I know you do. But nobody else was saying much. Well, you say cozy, then okay. I'm gonna go ahead with the next one. We're gonna try Bonnie. No, wrong 5. Okay. Nope. There. There, that's it. Okay, I got this. Isn't that right, chat? Unironically, yes. Okay, so you guys like it. Well, I'm glad. Thank you, guys. Okay, I will do Bonnie. Bonnie, I seem to be nailing a little bit better, which do make sense. I know the song from very young, and it feels right. I tried to find a different version of my Bonnie, and like, when I tell you, the other versions were slanderous, blasphemous, just wrong. I mean it. It didn't sound right. I was like, you're dancing around it, my guys, but this is bad. And then I finally found this one. I'm like, aha, huzzah. The clouds parted. Heaven shone through. Anyway, okay, I try again. Here we go. My brain. Okay. Misread. I don't know how I did that. So much worse. Oh no, shrimping. Ha! You're right. I straighten. Can do this. Can do this. Just move things around. I naturally shrimp a little bit with a kalimba. I'm like, whoa. Talk right into the hole. Okay, no. All right. What? I need to remember that a little bit. Okay. I did it again. But I move on. We keep stumbling about, but we keep going. Okay, Rainbow or Bonnie? These are the ones that I have that are long and pretty, but I keep mixing them up. I'm gonna go back to Rainbow. All right. Nope, wrong one. Oh my goodness. Mm. I did that one pretty good. Yee. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. I started to get the hang of that. Okay. Okay. Now to Bonnie again. Okay. Okay. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, and this is the last run, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. So, Cage or maybe Mask, if you guys have a raid target, I would appreciate it. This is the last run, and then we'll be wrapping up. Probably Fed is the first with the most points. I'm guessing. But okay. All right. Bam. Okay. I did that one. I went through it. It didn't sound its best, but I did it. It is Fed. Okay. Who? Dorian. And I did say I wanted to go over to Dorian. Okay. I lied. I'm doing it one more time. But Dr. Dorian Crane sounds like a good one. Okay. Okay. I try again. go. Still not great. I'll keep practicing. You'll one day be first and have a frog. Good luck on both fronts, my guy. And by that I mean I don't I can't really promise about being first, but you would never get my frog. You will never steal my frogs. No. Okay. All right. This has been a very little chill stream. I've been all over the place. My brain's been everywhere. But thanks everyone for showing up. We'll go ahead and go to the ending screen. To thank you for watching. And we'll write. Yeah, I will lure them back with blackberries. Ooh. It's interesting you say. I want berries. Okay, but I focus. Doctor. Let's raid over to Dr. Dorian Crane. Let's get the raid messages up, mayhaps. Ooh, what about strawberries? Ooh, I like the strawberry idea very much. Strawberries sound like a great idea. Okay. Raid 1 is what we start with. And, oh boy, we've got too many raid 1s. No worries. And then raid 2. If you don't have the emotes, you have the second raid. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna raid over. We're gonna go see you, Dr. Dorian. Again, I will be doing SCPs tonight. More stories again from WP Kinsella tomorrow. SCPs that night. And unfortunately, no streams on Tuesday. Okay. Let's go say hi to Dorian Crane. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Where should we going? We should be going.